you never have to requalify. You don't even need to have a job as long as you just made those payments.
Hey, Brian Thompson here with eXp Realty with Matt Primrose, NAF, New American Funding. That's where he has his desk all set up, and that's where he's slinging loans.
We're
now.
ready to go, baby.
22 years of it, and now he's at NAF. So today we're going to talk about FHA Streamline. So people right now are kind of shying away from doing any kind of financing, if you will, because rates are high. People are starting to get used to that. We're starting to see some people come back. Rates have dropped a little, but they're still staying away from it. So one real reason to maybe get into the market is, and I know people are probably tired of hearing it, but it was, date the rate, marry the home or whatever. So one good reason of doing that as an FHA is you can do a streamline refinance. And people are like, oh, refinances are expensive, but FHA has their streamline. And Matt, take it away on what that looks like.
No, and actually it's a fantastic option because with an FHA Streamline, you don't even have to, as long as you've made your payments, let's say for the last 12 months, you never have to requalify. You don't even need to have a job as long as you just made those payments. We don't even really pull credit. We're just looking at a mortgage rating. So once you've made those payments, you're good to go. And the great thing is, a lot of people might not know, you don't need an appraisal. It's really, that's the idea behind it. It's just pretty much is like, hey, if you've been a good payment client, rates are lower, and again, anybody that maybe bought a home, Brian, from that 2022 era to, now maybe if they have a rate in the 7%, probably a good time to do it.
Yeah.
Rates are starting to tick down in the lower sixes, getting even into the high fives. So Streamlines are a great product to where you don't have to qualify. You don't even need a job.
Yep. So if let's say you got into a little bit of trouble financially, let's say you've piled up some credit card debt. You have an FHA loan from 2020, so 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Your credit card debt has accumulated. Your rate would be the same if you FHA Streamline, but obviously your payment would go down because you're going back on a 30-year term, correct?
Correct.
So would that person qualify to do an FHA Streamline even though their rate isn't getting better, but in the long term, their payment is going down?
Yes. So, they would be at more of a better benefit just because, over the life of that loan, and you take, you could take a look at, what they continued, let's say they're 5 years into the existing loan. If they're dropping their rate 1.25, maybe more than that, over the life of the loan. Now you take a look at that. Yes, you're restarting the clock at 30 years again, but over the life of it, you're probably going to be paying a heck of a lot less interest than if you kept that existing loan you have 25 years left on.
Yeah, especially if you have the credit card debt, you got your dream car, $700 payment, you're just struggling a little bit. That's something that you can definitely do. Like you said, you don't have to show, if you're one of the people that are struggling right now job-wise, you don't have to show that. Just make sure everything's on time and you can go ahead and give yourself a little bit of a leniency. So cost-wise, if you will, what's it cost to do an FHA Streamline?
Well, and the great thing about doing an FHA Streamline too is any costs that are associated with it. Again, there's no appraisal fees. You're going to have to, put funds back into your escrow account to pay your taxes, insurance. You are going to have some title costs associated with it. But the great thing is all those costs, is that you can roll some of them in to it, but it's pretty much whatever your payment is going to be. Like, let's say your payment's $2,000, you're probably going to come to the closing table with $2,000. Okay. But the great thing is that when you do a refi, not a lot of people know this, is you actually skip a payment. So yes, even though you might be coming in with roughly a payment, you're going to skip a payment so that, you don't have that going forward for the next month.
Right. So if you close on November 11th, you're not going to have a payment due until January 1st.
That's it.
There you go. So
awesome.
Good, something to think about around the holidays. So any FHA Streamline questions, mortgage questions at all, give him a ring. Anything about your home value, give me a ring. Talk to you soon.